Hey YouTube, it's Tonya with FabFaithLife. I'm here with an update video for you. First, thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed to my video channel. I appreciate you sticking with me in the early days. Nothing when you start off ever is perfect, but I'm determined to keep going. So today I want to give you an update on the I may have quit my job video. So as most of you know, if you've seen, my company offered a early buyout offer. And I applied for it. I had some huge plans for the dollars would allow me to become debt free and still have money left over to invest in my entrepreneurial adventures. So I found out Monday, and there's sad news and there's great news. The sad news, I was not accepted. No one in my organization, I think out of 800 people, only 5 people under my particular senior VP was accepted for it. So that's the sad news. The great news that I'm still moving forward. So my saying is disappointed but yet determined. This experience has made me more determined than ever to become an entrepreneur. My major reason is that, my family has some needs out there, and my job is never going to meet those, because like many of you, I'm single and I don't have any kids, but I have other family members who rely on me, or I help out, and so I recognize that I need more than my corporate job is going to provide. That's the first one. The other reason, I've just always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and the Lord has blessed me with a little bit of his creativity to be able to create and to make things and to plan and put together business ideas. So I have some things in the hopper now, but they really suffer from a lack of investment and a lack in time. So this VBO, as they call it, the buyout, was really going to solve both of those things. And so sister was really excited. I had big plans, but God has even better plans. And so, as a Christian, we don't get our way all the time. One of the key marks of a Christian is that we're surrendered to the will of God. And so this buyout was not the will of God for me at this time. I'm yet praying that they change their mind, because God is big enough and able to do that. But until such time, I'm moving forward. I'm determined more than ever to, be an entrepreneur, although I do anticipate working a lot harder, but the reward and the payoff is greater. I think I have a lot of great ideas and value to add to the world, and I want to really go forth in that. So I just wanted to give you an update. And I will say, throughout this whole process, a lot of prayer, some fasting, just really, and I believe that this was the will of God for me. But the Bible does say, in these days, it's as we see through a glass darkly, because sometimes we don't always get it right. And that's okay. For this time, it was not his will. But, that means God has a better plan. So I'm definitely going to pursue, because the talent that I have, the reason I have is because God gave it to me. And I definitely want to make sure that I put it to good use. So another thing I thought about, in my younger days, I could really easily kind of throw a pity party about it. But I thank God that he's delivered me from that. And even throughout this process, there are a lot of people who were very upset. I had a coworker of mine, I almost had to kind of talk him off the ledge a little bit. Excuse me, sinuses. But anyway, it was really, people just really were really upset, because, they really kind of were counting on this to do some, move into a different phase in their life. So the thing I thought about was the story of Joseph in the Bible. And Joseph was, one of the favorite sons of Joseph, who through the jealousy of his brothers found himself sold, into a strange land away from his family, falsely accused, thrown in jail, and left there for a while. All kind of negative things happened to Joseph. But the Bible records, I believe it's in the, one of the later, next to last chapters of Genesis, it says, but a good spirit was in Joseph. That means throughout all Joseph experienced, the disappointments and the hurts, Joseph kept a good attitude. And the Lord blessed him. And the end of Joseph's story is not in the pit. It's not, as a servant in the house of Potiphar. It's not as a jailbird in jail. The end of Joseph's story was he was second in command in Egypt, next to Pharaoh. Nothing happened in Egypt unless Joseph said so. So just with us, when disappointment comes, that's not the end of the story for us. God has more for us. So we have to run on and see what the end is going to be, as the old saints used to be. So I'm encouraged today. Again, disappointed, but yet determined. I want to thank you for watching this video. I appreciate everyone who's liked and shared and told their friends, hey, watch this little gap-toothed girl, and, you know, she going places. I appreciate it. I invite you to, again, like, share, subscribe. Expecting exciting things. Until next time, this is Tonya with FabFaithLife. Bye-bye.